It is Friday the 24th of May, and looks like we're going to get to go over the new bridge. This will be the closest bridge to the farm. They probably have a little bit more to do to it, but they've opened it up to traffic. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, brought the dogs out to the farm to let them run, have some seed and things to drop off. Huh. There's a deer in the field. Highly probable that it is stuck in the field. So it's a recovery mission. It was a little bit soft down here. This happened last night, so decided to hold off till we had a crew to get it out. It's just mushy, and then it's froze on the bottom. Tractors don't float. George just wanted to test the depth of the topsoil. It's about a little over a foot here. Well, this is the first time we've had the tractor stuck on the farm, and it definitely was the right move to wait till we had a few people and an extra piece of equipment to pull the tractor out. This is the first time we've had a chance to use the nylon recovery rope. It is definitely much lighter and easier to handle than chain or cable, and considerably safer to use as well. If you've ever been around a cable or chain when it snaps, it is never pretty. But just like cables and chains, the nylon rope can be dangerous as well. You want to make sure you stand clear. George had already unhooked from the disc, so we got it out of the way first and pulled it well clear of the soft spot. And that will give us access to the back of the tractor so we can hook up to the drawbar. This definitely will not be the last time that we get a piece of equipment stuck on the farm. Okay, got the disc pulled up out of the way. Now it's time to unhook from the dozer and reposition so we can pull the tractor out.
Want to grab that?
As far as getting pieces of equipment out, this was a pretty easy one, and I couldn't think of a better way to spend a Friday afternoon than hanging out with friends and family and working together to solve a problem and get to play in the dirt all at the same time.
Trenton's taking the dozer up. Could be all the dirt under it?
down with that. Want that? The disc had picked up a hunk of wood and it was stuck in one of the rear gangs. We messed with it a little bit out in the field, then decided to go ahead and take it back to the trailer where we'd use a saw to cut it out. Just part of breaking new ground in. Well, now that we've got everything hooked up, back together, we can get back to work in the fields. Good morning, everybody. Kind of a cloudy one this morning. It is Saturday, the 25th of May. Little kind of a slight drizzle. Should clear up this afternoon, but it did it most of the night, which is pretty nice. It's good on the crops to get some rain on them. See what we can get done out at the farm today. Hope everybody's having a good one. Mid-40s. Birds are singing. Kind of a slow, steady drizzle. Sure is nice, and we sure could use it. Here's our new subway. Enough rain to make some puddles on the road. It sure will green everything up now too. Pretty much the first significant rain we've gotten in the last 4 weeks. I have to go back and look, but been a little while. Okay, coming up on bridge number 2, they've brought in a second crane. It's a truck crane. A little easier to move, but they do need 2 cranes for these picks. I believe they moved this bridge on Wednesday or Thursday. And they already have it mostly decked. Got a few more pieces to go on the end. Then they'll start working on their grout and their railings and their approaches. So I wouldn't be surprised if in 2 weeks this one is completed. lot of starts to put out. There's a whole bunch of pumpkins, melons, and strawberries, and a few other things we're trying. We got to get those out. Potatoes, we get those in the ground. And then there's a few crops to plant. We'll do some more grains. Most everything we're doing this year is trials. See what grows, how well it grows, that sort of thing. It'll give us a better understanding of what we want to plant next year, what did work, what didn't work. Kind of exciting. I am running a little late today. It's about 6:30. Went ahead and took out a few more of the trees in the fields. These needed to go. It's hard to farm when you have trees in the way. Again, we're keeping the large clusters of trees, but these small ones, went ahead and took the time to get them out. There's Dave. Good morning.
Good morning.
Playing in the rain. Well, we're out at the farm. You can see I've switched from my sunny hat to my cold weather hat. It's because it's a little cool and windy out here. Let's see, Dave's over here somewhere. There he is. Cleared out some more trees, so he is mulching those up. Grinding the stumps up, cleaning up. Like we talked about before, some of the trees were not going to stay. There were some that were just destined to be cleared out. This is one of those patches. So we cut out the timber that was worth saving. And then go ahead and run and grind up the stumps. Then we can start working this part of the field. It is a windy, cool one. The sun is trying to come out. It might be 50 degrees. Brisk wind. Hey, there's no mosquitoes. So we are today planting some potatoes. Just took the hiller we have, toolbar. Switch you around here. Okay, so basically, I made one pass, started a hill, dropped some fertilizer, dropped the seed potatoes in, and then went back and just pulled the dirt up over the potatoes. I like to grow a few potatoes. This year it's going to be Purple Viking. Purple Viking is what these guys are. Russian Bananas and Peter Wilcox are the three varieties. And all of the seed like these Russian Bananas all come from GK Farms in Trapper Creek. It's all certified seed. This is a good clean area with no bugs in it as far as disease. So we definitely want to use certified seed. Don't want to bring anything into the area. If somebody here wants to do seed potato growing, they need good clean land to do that. So yeah, beautiful day. This area here is some barley we planted. Again, this field is kind of sticky, little roots, little sticks. Not ready to put hay on it yet or anything like that. And this will probably be corn later on, next year, year after. So just put some barley in to work it. And that should be coming up here. It's been in since Sunday, so almost 7 days. We just got some good rain. So imagine it will be popping up quick. Well, let's take a look and see how the corn is doing. I know the light's not great, but there it is, up and growing. While I was up planting potatoes, Dave was busy mulching that patch of trees next to the trailer. Didn't take him too long to turn all those tops and stumps into wood chips. I normally don't mind an open station tractor, but at 50 degrees and a cold driving rain, the cab tractor definitely is a pleasant place to be. Well, it's no surprise. With freshly tilled fields and planted fields, we've been having groups of cranes come in and help themselves to our newly planted seeds. This wasn't totally unexpected, as these long-lived, wide-ranging birds have learned from experience that freshly planted fields are a place to grab a snack. You can see this, but they're going along and they're picking the seed right out of the ground. And as you can see, things are really starting to green up. Truck full of plants. There's tomatoes and strawberries, some different melons, pumpkins, and then Adrian has some plants as well in the car. So definitely not expecting to have a bumper crop or anything crazy like that, but want to try, see what works, see what happens. It's part of it, experiment. We've got the ground, we're already running irrigation for the corn, so it doesn't take much to put a few more plants in the ground and see what happens. You don't try, you don't know. Here we are back on the new bridge. Stop and take a look. We hadn't actually stopped on this one yet, have we? Truck's gonna be noisy. Okay, made it out to the farm. Need to drive up with these plants and things to the upper field. It's a little moist on this side, so we're gonna see how this goes. Hopefully we don't bury it. I'm concentrating on driving. I'll catch you guys on the other side. Okay, that was rather uneventful. Here we're hooking the drip tape up for the different plants that we're putting into the beds. That way we can place the starts right next to the drip emitters. After a few days of rain, Dave decided to spend some time flying. And while he was out enjoying the beautiful weather, he swung by the farm. I'm not sure who's having more fun, us playing in the field or him out flying.
So we got strawberries, pumpkins, tomatoes, and in this car we have onions, bush cherries, watermelon, pumpkins, and other melons, watermelons. And we'll be planting those all today out in this field. Friend's going to start the pump.
Drip tape really is a great tool. It allows us to put water and fertilizer directly to the plant.
Skies are getting blue. Clouds are moving off. It actually might get up in the high 60s today.
We've tried it both ways, using the plugs you put in the end of drip tape to stop up the line, or folding it over and putting a little slip of drip tape that works just as well. But either way, you get the job done. These rows look rough, these beds. The sticks in here make it almost impossible to make a nice bed. They just plug things up. So we went ahead, went through the motions, ran the drip tape, made a hill. We'll plant next to the drip tape. Spread our fertilizer on the field already. We'll irrigate and feed through the drip tape. We'll just see how things go. If it's not perfect, it's okay. But where there's no sticks, no roots, and the dirt's good, it does make a beautiful raised bed. You look at that thing. Guess we better get planting.
Wow, look at them roots.
Yeah. Definitely are ready to go somewhere.
And these guys were just planted 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago. Yeah.
They want to hold them any longer.
Yep.
I know they don't look like much now, but and as we've mentioned, this is all an experiment. Some of these starts will do pretty good. If the year's right, the pumpkins will do well. And of course the strawberries will do well. The melons, the peppers, the tomatoes may and may not produce. But we've got great soil to put them in. We're going to feed them well and make sure they have plenty of water. And with 70 and 80 degree summer days, we might just get a crop. Thank you for stopping by and checking out the video. If you get a chance, subscribe. It sure does help. And we look forward to seeing you next time out here on the farm. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.